Today we're going over the 2.5 inch packs that we have. We're setting them up. There's some confusion. We want to make sure guys are doing it right. So right now we have 100 feet on the ground, and they're basically laid flat on top of each other, connected at the end. You want to stagger the coupling about 2 feet on the one end to allow some space so that the couplings aren't clanking against each other when you pull it off the bed. When you come over to this end, you'll notice it's just coupled over the side like that. It's a very simple operation. The key here is making sure you start on the right side. So what Dom's gonna do is start curling about arm's length in on this corner here, and then bring it right back inside. Gio, you want to give him a hand? The first ear goes to the end of the coupling and it wraps back around, back and forth. You want to make sure you keep the bundles as tight as possible. Try to make the ears on the end match. If you want to stagger them a little bit, you can. So one short, one long, one short, so that they dress nicely in the corner here. And then it ends perfectly. So all we're going to do is grab those two yellow ties. We're going to split it in the center. Now what this is going to afford us, the way we staggered it, is when we add a nozzle on the end here, which we plan on adding a nozzle to one of the bundles for quick deployment, you'll have a nice setup operation. If this coupling doesn't line up where it's supposed to, you can pull it up in place so that it's not banging around loose. Alright, so when you get it off the bed, you pull it off, real simple. It's going to be up here on this engine. Each engine is a little bit different. Now to deploy this line, let's go over a quick deployment. So to deploy the line, you're going to pull it off the bed. You're going to set the nozzle at the door at the entry point. And all that we're going to do is walk that coupling straight back, up the stairs, down the stairs, wherever the case may be, depends upon where the operation is, and now you're ready to go. You hook up your coupling to a standpipe or the other hose. Pretty simple. Working on the skid load now. This is the identical fold as we had earlier. This is a modified reverse horseshoe. You're going to stagger the two couplings just a tad so that the nozzle has a little bit of space to work in between there. When you get to the end of this load, the only difference is you're going to pull out the female coupling to allow attachment to the plate pipe. So it gives you a little bit of a runner. Now, the one thing about this load that I found during drilling is that the best way to pull the skid load, is to have the firefighter who pulls the skid also grab the nozzle on the 2.5 plate pipe. This way you can go directly to the point of entry, while the other firefighter takes that one single ear from the triple layer and goes in whatever direction he needs to. So if you have any kind of obstructions, he can maneuver around and then come back to assist with the attack. So now there's another option. If you guys are hooking up these little yellow straps, hose straps, when you're running them through, if you want to run one of them through here just to kind of keep this from falling out, it's not a bad idea. Now, before we go any further, George, let's take out this last coupling, the female coupling, and let's push that towards the rear, and that's going to be our runner. So that's going to hook up to the plate pipe on this end. So it just gives you a little bit of length between you and the nozzle in case you decide that you know, if someone pulls it wrong or they want to pull it with just two separate people, you have that runner there. Pretty much it.